Idaho, the state where girls enter sexual relationships at a young age and has the strangest naming story among U.S. states. Here are 10 unbelievable facts about Idaho, USA. Introduction to Idaho. Idaho is one of the northwestern states of the United States, covering an area of about 216,632 square kilometers, making it the 14th largest state in the country. Its population is close to 2 million people, mostly concentrated in the southern part of the state. Idaho borders Canada, British Columbia, to the north, Washington and Oregon to the west, Nevada and Utah to the south, and Montana and Wyoming to the east. The name Idaho actually comes from a fabricated word that was mistakenly introduced as a Native American term meaning gem of the mountains. Despite its strange background, the name Idaho was officially adopted and today stands as the iconic name of the state. The fascinating story behind the name Idaho. The story of Idaho's name is one of the most interesting naming tales in America. In the mid-19th century, when the U.S. Congress was searching for a name for a new territory, a man named George Willing proposed the name Idaho. He claimed that the word came from a Native American language and meant gem of the mountains. Everyone was captivated by the poetic meaning and quickly accepted it. However, a few years later, linguists discovered that no such word existed in any Native American language. In reality, Willing had made it up himself. Nevertheless, since the name had already gained popularity and people liked it, they decided not to change it. Thus, Idaho became one of the rare states whose name is the result of a harmless joke or a fabrication. The Gem State and its real treasures. Idaho is known as the Gem State, and this is not just a pretty nickname. More than 75 types of precious and semi-precious stones have been discovered here, making it one of the few places in the world with such diversity. From dazzling sapphires to rare topazes, from colorful agates to native gemstones. Many of these stones naturally possess beauty without the need for cutting or polishing. In some areas, like along the Clearwater River, you can even find valuable stones just by exploring the natural surroundings. The myth of Idaho potatoes. For many years, Idaho has been known as the home of potatoes, but the truth is that other states like Washington have surpassed Idaho in overall potato production. So why does everyone think the best potatoes come from Idaho? Because for decades there has been strong branding and professional marketing around Idaho potatoes. Of course, the volcanic soil of the region greatly contributes to the rich and distinctive flavor of its potatoes. But the main reason behind its fame is the art of advertising. Craters of the moon, a lunar landscape on Earth. In central Idaho, there is a place called Craters of the Moon National Monument, which genuinely looks like it belongs to another planet. It is actually a massive field of ancient lava that erupted around 15 million years ago. The black soil, bizarre hills, and lava tunnels have made this area resemble the surface of the moon or Mars. In the 1960s, NASA even used this site to train Apollo astronauts to prepare them for extraterrestrial conditions. A vast land with very low population density. Despite being the 14th largest state in America, Idaho's population is only about 2 million. This means that the population density here is much lower than the national average. The result? Vast plains without a single house in sight, endless roads stretching for kilometers without encountering anyone, and an overwhelming sense of silence in many parts of the state. Living in Idaho means living amidst untouched nature, far from the hustle and bustle of urban life. fishing with guns and bows, a strange legal practice. One of the unusual laws that still exist in some parts of Idaho is the permission to fish with guns or bows. In ancient times, when professional fishing equipment wasn't available, native people used this method to hunt fish in shallow rivers. Today, this method is only allowed in certain areas and with a permit. But just the idea that it's still legal is fascinating in itself. The untamed Salmon River. The Salmon River, known as America's Wild River, is one of the last major rivers in the United States without a single dam built along its course. With its natural flow, the river preserves the habitat for many migratory fish species like salmon. Adventurers and professional rafters flock to this river every year to experience pure wild nature through whitewater rafting. The dream of the Republic of Idaho. In the 1860s, due to Idaho's remoteness and the difficulty of governing it from Washington, serious talks emerged about forming an independent country called the Republic of Idaho. Although this idea never materialized, to this day some local communities proudly remember that era and emphasize a unique spirit of independence. Frank Church Wilderness, a true untouched land. The Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness, the largest protected wilderness area in the U.S. outside of Alaska, is mostly located in Idaho. This forest is so vast and untouched that some parts have never been set foot on by humans even today. Camping here means being in a place with no cell phone service, no roads, and no signs of civilization. Pure wilderness at its finest. Grizzly bears, majestic but dangerous. While in most parts of America, grizzly bears have gone extinct or their numbers have drastically declined, in the northern and mountainous regions of Idaho, you can still witness these massive and majestic creatures in the wild. Of course, encountering a free-roaming grizzly is both thrilling and terrifying, as they can be extremely dangerous, especially if they feel threatened. That's why, in many mountainous camping areas of Idaho, you must follow special food storage rules to avoid attracting bears unnecessarily. Now that we've shared so much about Idaho, what do you think of the state and its fascinating facts? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for supporting us by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. And don't forget to click on this next video and keep exploring more amazing content from our channel